for a drive. Go Cardo, go. I'm gonna park it right here because I didn't feel like finding a spot and going around and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll leave it here. Yeah, you can get in there, sit in there, and all that. Sit in there. Yeah.
That's super nice. Is that yours?
Huh? No. It's part of Lex Exotics car club we're in. Yeah.
I saw that online.
Yeah. What up, bro? Definitely a joy to drive. Go Cardo, go. Enjoying the 600 LT, the McLaren. Don't worry about the bandage here. You got a little cut, whatever. Sheesh. Talk about driving your dream car. All right, we're about to hit it. This is an amazing feeling. Big shout out to Lex Exotics, Jeremy, and Cars and Coffee for getting this together. But we're about to have some fun, enjoy the car, basically give my take on it. For me, I have a Scat Pack. It's tuned and everything like that. If you watch my last video, you see I explained it's up to like 512 horsepower now. This car here, 600 LT, I believe it's at just under 600 horsepower, 590 horsepower, about close to pound-feet of torque. Twin turbo V8, 3.8 liter. If I'm not mistaken, I'm gonna put it right here what it actually is. The turbo lag is very different. I'm experiencing that right now. You feel that? You feel that? Like, even when you're slowing down, you feel the car wanting to go. Like, let me go. And then it has this auto shut off, start, stop thing. Not a fan of that. My wife's SUV has it. I'm not a fan of it, but it's cool. But the car drives amazing. We got the center seats on here. They really hold you in. A lot of people say they're super uncomfortable. To me, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm 6'1", sitting in it. My bro holding the camera, he's sitting in it. You pretty comfortable?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it's not bad. Feels great. Right, so it started up. A little turbo lag. There it goes. Great feeling. Great feeling. The car drives amazing. It feels great. Everything feels pretty natural. Getting in and out of the center seats, I will say, you're not gonna look cool getting in and out of them. You're gonna look like a grandpa, like trying to snake in a car, but that's part of it, you know, but the doors go up, so there you go. People will be distracted more by the doors than you getting out. So there's that. Feel about the seat? Yeah, your honest opinion. How you feel about it?
They're not super comfortable.
Yeah, the center seats, guys, are very tight. I like them. I know my wife, it's more about being able to be relaxed. And of course, this is more like a race car style seat setup, so it's dope. I got a little surprise behind us too, by the way. All right, guys, so we just came from Cars and Coffee. It's an amazing ride. That's all I have to say. It's different, but I love it. A little bit of turbo lag, but gets up and goes. If you look behind me, show them behind us. The exhaust are right there. When it gets hot enough, you can see amazing. The way it drives, amazing. These center seats, I'm gonna have to go against what a lot of other people said on YouTube, where they say that these seats are so unbearably uncomfortable. Maybe if you're a big person, maybe I can see that. But me, I'm 6'1". My bro's about 6 foot. We're sitting in here. I feel fine. How do you feel?
Pretty comfortable.
Like pretty comfortable. Like these feel pretty comfortable to me. Yes, they're not plush and soft, but you have to understand what this is. This is like a street legal race car, pretty much. Woo. It's an amazing that turbo light kick out, and then it just goes. Like literally, you always hear that this car is like a slingshot to drive, and it really is. It's you feel that turbo lag just a little bit, you know, stops a couple seconds or slows down, spools up, and then it just goes. And when it goes, you're like, okay, all right. And this car is like sheer gritty. It's not unbearable or anything crazy, but you can feel every bump. You feel like you're connected to the road. We're super low to the road. Show them my front view here. This is how low to the road we are. It's pretty low. And getting in, that's like you hear my bro, and I'm the same way. I'm laughing getting in and out. Like getting in and out of this car is crazy. Like it's not crazy difficult. I'm pretty thin. We went to Cars and Coffee, had several people go in and out of the car and experience sitting in the car. It's difficult. It's difficult, and especially if you're a big person, it's really hard to get in and out of this car, especially this seat setup with the center seats. But for me, it's worth it. Like it's worth it. It's worth it. I have no issues with getting in and out. It's just something you gotta get used to, even though it also seems like you'll never get used to it. It's definitely worth it. I definitely love it. That's the only thing to me I'm like, okay, that's different. Other than the turbo lag, because you guys know I drive a 6.4 liter Dodge Charger Scat Pack. Not as fast as this, but when I hit the gas in the Dodge Charger, it goes. Like it revs up and it goes. It's not super crazy quick, but of course the tune and everything, a little quicker off the line than usual, but it goes. You can feel it, it goes. With this one, the turbo lag for the twin turbo V8, something I have to get used to. But once you get used to it, you can almost judge and kind of gauge where you want to start going fast at. That's what I noticed with this car, driving this car. You're basically being strategic with how you press your gas, hit the gas. That's the best way for me to explain it. I'm pretty sure if I put it into the track mode, look down here, it's in normal mode right now. The powertrain is in sport, actually. Nope, it's in sport. And the handling's in sport, but it's active right now, so that's cool. I love it. The drive is great. I would love to own one of these. I would never tell anyone, well, you know, you can't get in here because of the seats, so don't get it. You're right. It's worth it. And the seats look amazing. The center seats look amazing. I wonder how the other seats feel, the regular seats that come in the McLaren, but this option, I would highly suggest getting this option just off the sheer look of it. It really gives you that track focused, track ready car. And as you guys know, if you know about the McLaren, this 600 LT is the track version of the 570S. So you get what you get. Don't throw a fit. I know you guys remember that in preschool and middle school. Get what you're getting, don't throw a fit. This spec is awesome. It's amazing. I'm going to turn it over and let my bro drive it. You guys are going to see his reaction and his thoughts on what he thinks of how it drives and things like that. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's do that. Swap it over. The McLaren 600 LT. LT stands for long tail, if you guys didn't know, but this is an amazing, amazing ride. This is actually my dream exotic. Big shout out to Lex Exotics Cars. We made it happen. We made it happen. There's more to come. You see the car, guys. Just hopping out, this type of car gives you the presence. For me, I love the sheer design. A lot of people, for example, like the 720S. 720S is an amazing car, amazing design, but for me personally, I really prefer the 600 LT in regards to design over the 720S, because I just love all the angles, like everything from the lights, it's angled beautifully, the way the ducts are down here, Granted, yes, you would ideally want those covered up right here, but this is an amazing car, guys. Amazing car. Wheels look amazing. Look at those huge carbon ceramic rotors. I mean, they're big, guys. They're big. Regular, just to give you a size comparison, regular cars, their rotors probably go up to here. These are like 2 of them, big time. Big time brakes. Doors go up. 600 LT sitting there. This is what I was explaining before with the seats. Hopping in, you gotta hop in first off this big door sill right here. Then you have the seat. You gotta actually hop into it. You scooped into it. Just to give you a comparison, looking at the seats from the side, you're actually sitting about this low. So you're really about 8 to 10 inches off the ground, your butt is. So you're really butt dynoing this type of car, but look at the way the seats look, guys. You can't tell me that's not legendary right there. The padding is amazing in these center seats. The seating position is great. The way the pedal's set up, it's slightly over to the right because you got a position right here for your foot to go, but it's great. Again, you can drive this in automatic. You can do the paddle shifters or do both. Like, it's up to you. The way that this car drives is amazing. Can't get over the doors going up. Beautiful blue color. I was never a fan of blue cars, but when I seen this color blue, especially on a McLaren, how can you not? How can you not? Visibility. Visibility, a lot of people ask me this. When driving this car, visibility is actually really, really good. It's really good. So if I'm sitting in here, just to kind of show you, if I were to be sitting in here, I can look at this side, you can look at the back, you can look at the sides, and the front. So this would be your head position looking out. You can see out of the car really well, unusually well. So visibility is actually not an issue in this car. A lot of people were asking, so there you have it. The exhaust, it's still hot. These are the exhausts right here, guys, right out the top. And as you're wondering, you see the spoiler right here. Why is this a little different? It's because it's a special material right here that McLaren placed on here, so the exhaust flames and the heat that dispenses out of it, this can basically take it. So it's great. Like I mentioned before, this car does shoot flames from factory out of the exhaust when downshifting. So it's an amazing, amazing car. The back end, I love these right here. Love these pass-throughs right here. Look at the design of that, guys. Look at that. I'd love to get that on my Charger. But that's all aerodynamic, guys. All aerodynamic. Look at the diffusers in the rear. You got the camera right there. Diffusers, massive diffusers there. You see it? It's my hand next to it. And I have pretty big hands, guys. Like, these are view from the bottom. That's the engine right there. It's the bad boy V8 twin turbo. And if you look in here, you see the engine right here. There's the engine. This right here has a mesh grill, a mesh look here. You can actually see through there. So I wouldn't advise when washing, right, bro? Pressure washing directly into the engine. Would you advise that? No, not at all. Not at all. Huh? Big no-no. So again, also another thing, when you're washing, don't blow water in here. Don't blow your water over here. Probably hand wash or lightly mist where you need to. Obviously not in the back there. Not into the exhaust. And maybe not into the front here, as I showed before. Other than that, you're good. It's actually pretty, would you say it's pretty simple? Washing this car, pretty simple. Yeah, it's not bad. We actually washed the car today. Did a little pressure washing, but of course we're aware of where to and not to pressure wash. So definitely worth it. Man, what do you like about this car?
Just the curves on it. The curves is aerodynamic, and just once you push that start button, it gets you hooked.
You know you were in something legendary by that time, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So let's go ahead and hop in, get his driving experience. All right, so let's hop in. Hold on, before you hop in, bro, let me show you him hopping in. Go ahead, you good. We're gonna show you how it is getting in there. I'm not even gonna tell him how, but he's figuring it out himself.
We're in there.
In there pretty good, right?
Yep.
Not too crazy, too cramped or anything.
Oh no, it's pretty comfortable.
You see where your footing is, where you would put your gas and brake area, or where you put your foot on the gas, foot on the brake, and like I was explaining before, perfect position right there for your left foot to just sit right there. Yeah. And for me, I drive with 2 feet already, or both feet. Every car I'm in, I drive both feet. Like in my mind, since I was a kid, race car, race car, race car, race car. So we're gonna get his experience on how to drive it as he drives it, like a normal person. Because me, I'm a little different, a little weird with it. But nonetheless, we're gonna go ahead and hop in the passenger. Oh, let me also show you this before I hop in the passenger. Show them how it is to shut the door.
Oh.
No, it's a little different. You just reach up, pull it down. It's not, is it too heavy?
Oh no, it's pretty light.
Yeah, pretty light. All right, let's hop in there, guys. Do the same on the other side. So I'm hopping on in. I haven't been in the passenger side. You can hear me breathing in a little bit. Oh man. All right, so I pull on the door, pull it down, and that's the release, just to kind of show you guys here. You pull the release to open the door, it unlocked, you heard it. And what I do myself is I push my arm up here so I can push the door up, and then I kind of do that motion there, push the door up, and then reverse, pull it. There it goes. And if the windows are all the way up, you pretty much let the windows come down a little bit like a Challenger, let it come down, and then go ahead and open the door. Don't hurry up to quickly open the door because you don't want to shatter this, and it's a McLaren. What do you think it's going to cost to replace that window? Don't do it. Like Michael Jordan says, stop it, get some help. But nonetheless, here's bro right here. Let's go ahead and get these seatbelts on. He got his on. All right, so he's in. Start her up. Like he said, when you start it up, you know you're in something legendary. It's like, oh, okay, all right. Let's get ready. Here's another thing with this car. So you see here, you have drive, you have neutral, you have reverse. That's it. So a lot of people are like, wait a minute, how do you park this car? So to put it in park, keep your foot on the brake and turn it off. The 600 LT automatically puts itself in park. But there is a parking lever. Push it in, and parking brake is disengaged. The car is in full drive now. Now we can actually drive. So go ahead and. Huh?
That's kind of scary.
It's a little nerve-wracking, ain't it? Like that's how I was when I picked this up from Limitz Exotics. I was like, wait, okay, I'm actually driving this thing. I'm driving this piece. Okay, all right. So I'm over here looking left, right, 10,000 times pretty much, just to make sure nobody's in my way. Just make sure nobody's in the way. You see how touchy the brakes are? Like, you see how my car was compared to this, and this is like the ceramic rotors and brakes. It's a different feel. Like my bro said, you got to know what you're doing to mess with a car like this. If you don't know what you're doing, guys, the brakes will give you that. But luckily, the way these seats are, they're in there, in there like sweet. Like, give it a little gas. See how long it takes. See, he just hit the gas, I can tell. Now it's going. It's pretty tame if you drive it tame. That's the thing that I like about this car. It's pretty tame if you drive it tame. But it will go if you want it to go at the same time. This is a race car. Like you can tell it just wants to go. This car is amazing. I wouldn't say it's a daily driver, but to be able to drive it when you want and experience driving, this is a driver's car for sure. This car is amazing for that. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and sharing this video to show other people what it's like for us and for you to drive a car like this. This is an exotic car. It's $250,000, a little more price car. It's definitely an experience, definitely worth it. We'll be doing this a lot more. I have no idea where to turn around here, by the way. So if there's no one behind us, tell them what you just told me. I don't know if you guys heard. What do you think?
It's definitely touchy, but once you get it down packed, you rocking and rolling.
So what's touchy? Is it the brakes, the gas, or is it both? Or
I'll say more so brakes, but it's like a smooth touching. Like you can definitely feel the gears kind of grinding down a little bit.
See, that's what I mean. Like you can feel it shifting up, but you can also feel it shifting down when you're coming to a stop, right?
Yeah. Other than that, pretty much I'll say the gas pedal's like you gotta kind of control the car and stop it from going too fast.
And one of the things about driving this car, I'm sure we're the same driving my car, since it's low, you're constantly watching the roads and you're like, okay, where the road dips and where any potholes are, like you want to get away from all of that. Kentucky, fix your roads. Everybody, fix your roads. Stop playing with us. We need to be able to drive on our roads comfortably. Fix the roads, man. We pay the taxes, man. Fix the roads. All jokes aside, the road that we're on, it's pretty smooth, but you still feel the bumps and stuff like that. See, we're learning to stop. So you feel us kind of almost like we're listening to some music or whatever, but it's definitely an experience. It's definitely dope. Definitely dope. So to park the car, again, literally just turn the car off and see what happens. Keep your foot on the brake and just turn it off. Press it. All right. So he held onto the brake and he just turned the car off, and you see the parking assist is automatically on. It also says comfort entry available. So I think comfort entry, what that is if you set it a certain way, the steering wheel actually lifts up, allows you to be able to maneuver yourself out. So before my bro gets out here, let me go ahead and record him getting out of the car. No, I ain't trying to clown or anything. I just want to show what it's like for somebody to hop out of the car. Oh, 1 sec. Oh God, I feel like an old man. All right, you good, bro? Go ahead. So pull that latch and pull up as you pull the latch. There you go. And you see the center seat's kind of hugging his leg right there. You gotta go over that and go over the door sill. So go ahead and hop out. See, it's not too bad, but you feel yourself like flexing a little bit and you're like, okay.
It's a cheat code.
Yeah, big time cheat code, but we're used to this, right?
Definitely, yeah.
Oh yeah. How you feel with the driving experience?
Driving experience is, I'd say it's like a preschool NASCAR.
Yeah.
I'll say if you're a newbie, don't waste your time. If you're a newbie to any type of fast car, anything.
It takes time. You gotta know how to have a heavy foot, but be able to control that monster, right?
Definitely,
Yeah. As you see there.
You got me interested.
I know, man. Like that. That's why I was saying, like. And then this is just this car. We're looking at the Ferraris, the G-Wagons, the Porsches, driving those cars, experiencing those cars. Keep sharing this, hitting that like, subscribe so you can stay tuned, so you can allow us to do more, because we can't do any of this without you guys. Big shout out to you guys. Make sure, before I go, make sure you guys get a subscription. If you're in town, Lexington, Kentucky, lexexoticcars.com. There you can see all the info on what we're doing here, what we're able to do, and the different subscription services you can go ahead and go with that will afford you to be able to drive your dream car, potential future purchase, and more. Because you can golfing simulators, F1 racing simulator, poker, big venues you can have, the special events that we're having. There's so much going on. So nonetheless, make sure you go there, get yourself signed up. There's limited spots, so make sure you get yourself a spot. All right, you guys take it easy. Stay tuned. Stay tuned and taste the exhaust. All right, taste the exhaust. You see that? Taste the exhaust. All right, open the door, bro. From the bottom, put your hand underneath. Nope, up. Under that. Nope, under that. Under. You're still going up. Go under. Izzy, other way. Take your hand out and go under. Under. Yes. Do you feel the buttons on the bottom? There are 2 buttons on the edge. Do you feel it? Right there? Push them and pull it up. You can let it go, it's not gonna fall. There you go. No, oh, put your leg in first. Don't pull it until your leg is there. All right, put your leg in, pull it. Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. You got it. Get your muscles up, buddy. Yeah. 9-year-old gets it. You got it. Work out in there too. Just fine. Pull it back and show yourself, bro. Hold it here. Not this end, just that one.
So me, I'm in
Yeah,
a
speak louder.
What's up? I'm in a McLaren with my dad.
You in the McLaren with your dad? Let me see your face.
What?
Getting ready to take a drive. Izzy, first exotic car drive. Like it?